Some believe ancient action figures here belong to those out there.
Data on these recent drone sightings suggest pre-order hijacks. Ancient structures in Cairo show clear evidence that these extraterrestrials were looking for these ancient action figures in the past. How is it possible that ancient holy texts show that there were waitlists tens of thousands of years ago? So you do have to wonder. So you do have to ask yourself,
Is it indeed possible?
Season 2 of Ancient Action Figures in production right now. But you do have to ask yourself, am I getting interrupted with a phone call? And could it be from an extraterrestrial? Let's pick it up and find out, baby. Hello? 13th McSkull. What's going on? Really? McDonald's where you are is like Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Interesting. Well, no. It's not like Ruth's Chris Steakhouse here. What do you mean you don't know that? You certainly have been to this realm. That was the 14th skull? What do you mean the 14th skull? He's the cousin of the 15th skull. But listen, you're the one that everyone has... I've never heard of a 14th and 15th skull. What do you mean a different, another version, an alternate version of the Scarlet Witch? Like, seriously? What, are we going to get that one? Or the Artisan one? Are we getting that before Anakin? We're not getting Anakin. We're getting Darkseid first. Skull! Listen, baby. Tons of crazy market news. Are these artisan figures just going past $1,000? And it's not monopoly money currency, baby. And is there more figures that just got announced that are already hitting the waitlist? And do I got some more information in the wizard juice? Let's open it up. Look at those constellations moving and grooving, baby. Let's go ahead and dive into all this right now. All right, and welcome everyone to another episode of The Market Show right here at the 6 Scale Cantina. Let's get right into it because we've got a ton of crazy, juicy news. And starting off with this absolute craziness. And you could see that this sold just on Saturday, February 1st. This DX39 Artisan Jack Sparrow, $825 sold. Okay? And this is sold right from the U.S. right from the United States, right from Arvada, Colorado. Absolutely unbelievable. There's the shipper box right there. And let's go to some more. And staying with that Jack Sparrow and pulling this up onto the screen. And you could see this right here from this outstanding seller, Hawk Wars. I've bought from Hawk Wars before. Great seller. $850. And not including the $30.92 in shipping. And not including taxes. Again, outstanding seller with 2,222 feedback. And wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, 100% positive. Over $900 for an artisan figure. Let's continue to go on. And bringing this one up onto the screen. Sold just on January 30th. Thursday at 10:57 a.m. Eastern, to be exact. And with 44 bids on an auction, $740 for a DX33 AE Dark Knight Trilogy, second film in the trilogy, Heath Ledger Joker, not including the $22.71 in shipping, and not including taxes, over $800 for this artisan piece. Let's continue to go on as I'll pull this DX33 up on the screen from January 30th from another outstanding seller. Sold, no best offer, $800 from Miami, Florida. Okay, this isn't even from overseas. Okay, getting it in stock here from the official distributor of Hot Toys in Europe and the United States, Sideshow. Okay, $800. Okay, remember, this isn't a Dark Side Anakin, which is what that figure used to go for. Okay, go for. This is not a Tarkin Invader 2-pack. This is not a Hulkbuster. This is not a Han and Chewie 2-pack. This isn't a Snowtrooper 2-pack either. It's an artisan. Artisan DX33 AE. Hey, let's not stop there. Let's go for more and pull up another DX33, January 28th, 3:41 a.m. to be exact. Outstanding seller. Not a whole lot, but 100% positive feedback. So we will say, outstanding. For now, $1,000. Just sold. Not even the best offer accepted. Just $1,000 sold. Free shipping, of course. On this DX33 Joker. Okay? Are you following me right now on these artisan releases? I'll go ahead and pull this one up. Okay? And this one sold on January 26th. And from this outstanding seller again, $1,120 sold. And I get it. It's not officially an artisan, but it was the first artisan, if you will, from Hot Toys with the rooted hair implanted rooted hair, with the wool rooted hair. Okay? And then I'll pull up another one. We have the 6th item now sold from Toys for Kidults, another outstanding seller. And they have one left at $1,387.99. And you better hurry, baby. Because there's one person who has this in the cart. And you have to ask yourself, is this going to sell at that price? And I say, yes. Pause. Digest all of that. And drink it down with some wizard juice. Heck, let's actually crack open some deluxe spotchka. And cheers. Don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if this is the first time you're watching. I do appreciate it, baby. Again, cheers. I mean, you're talking, with taxes, you're talking, we're talking $1,500 here, baby. We're talking about closing in on $1,500, which is kind of ironic since this is limited to 1,500 pieces. And you have to wonder, is that where we are going in the secondary market with these exclusive and limited production artisan figures? And I say yes. That's where we're going, baby. Okay? And I can tell you right now, going to 6scalecantina.com, and if you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you just may want to consider doing so. It has a lot of fun stuff there if you like 6-scale collecting. And, it's just a fun thing to do on your phone, your pad, your computer. Hard day at work, or, you're busy, paying your bills or trying to figure things out. You're wondering if you should get this toy, not get this toy, and just go to 6scalecantina.com and brew some coffee and have some fun with this, baby. And have some fun. But if you go to the 6-scale market power rankings, and these are not power rankings on what figure is better than the other, these are market power rankings, which are rankings that show what is the hottest figures most desired at this moment in the secondary market. And these top 4 in here are absolutely just insane. When you see number 1, the Artisan Joker, number 2, the Artisan Jack Sparrow, number 3, the Artisan, if you will, WB100 Wonder Woman, and the In Art Gandalf, they're all kind of neck and neck. And right now, the Joker with the buzz and Jack Sparrow with the buzz, the Artisan buzz, are just, winning one round after the other, going back and forth and back and forth and forth and back, baby. It is just absolutely insane right now when you look at these power rankings. But there is number 1 this week. Last week was Jack Sparrow. And, collectors wanted to know, hey, what's going to happen, Aries, when these artisans start getting available here in the United States? What's going to happen when more people have access to these than, Tim sent, or this one or that one? Well, you're starting to see what's happening. Because these are limited, baby. These are limited. For many collectors, this is considered the absolute best figure of all time. I mean, swallow that. Okay? And there's some that are saying that Jack Sparrow is. Okay? And not everybody does. Some people think Finn from The Force Awakens is the best figure of all time, or the first Rey. That's fine. There's going to be those who think that. But the majority right now, baby, okay, there is a consensus that there's really not a figure that could beat this one right here. Or perhaps you can argue with this one. And honestly, you can argue with this one, and you can argue with this one. But what's the thing that all four of them have in common? No, Aries, this one is the best. No, that one's the best. No way, that one's the best. This one's the best. Well, they're all going for over $1,000. Okay? That's what they have in common. Okay? So when you're buying these figures right now, this one limited to just 4,000 pieces, I believe. Or is this one 45? I think it's 4. Tell me in there. I'm not sure. In the comments. This one's 4,000. Okay? This one's 1,500. And we don't have a number on the in-art one. But I don't think it's crazy numbers. So, these are one thing that they all have in common. And let's just go with these artisans real quickly. Okay? 4,000 pieces. 4,000 pieces. 1,500 pieces. Is that what's making the difference when these become available in the U.S., that you're not seeing a dip from when people were trying to buy it that did not get luck out in the queue and did not luck out with their wait list, it didn't convert, and they want this figure? Is the difference being that it's limited, that you're not seeing a dip? And I say, yes. I need some spotchka to help me keep going here. Come on, baby. Smash the like if you did, and I appreciate it. Well, what's some other reasons why? Well, of course, they're next level. I mean, the other Wonder Women, when you put them next to this, they look like toys. Okay? And listen, I have, and I've shown it, but for those of you that haven't seen it, or it's always good to just look at it, you see right here on the screen. You're seeing Gandalf with Wonder Woman, with Jack Sparrow, with Aragorn, with the Joker, all next to each other. What's the other thing they all have in common? They're all next level. They all look like the actors or actresses that portray those characters. And they all have a level of realism that is absolutely out of this world. This does not look like a toy. And if this is a statue, it's the best statue I've ever seen. That's not a toy. Who's going to call that a toy? Go to Times Square, baby. Do a poll. Doesn't look like a toy. Not even close. Not even close. Unbelievable. 6scalekantita.com. You're seeing the power rankings right here. You're seeing Crosshair after Gandalf. You're seeing the Jack Nicholson Joker, an oldie but a goodie, and it's just fetching insane about money right now. Anywhere between $500 and $700 shipped with taxes. That figure is going for. The Batman Superstar. I mean, look, does that look like a toy to you? It's crazy. The in-art, the Batman. When you look at this now, and it's a great looking figure, level of realism is not the same as when you look at this. I'm just saying. Or this. Or this. Or this. And it doesn't have to be artisan or rooted hair. You could take a look at the InArt Superman, the Henry Cavill one, which is on this list. Okay, which does have one head sculpt. There's a little strand of rooted hair, but I mean, it's sculpted hair. Okay, he doesn't have hair, but it looks just like Bane. It looks just like him. And there's a level of realism with this figure that's a little bit higher than with this figure, with the new innovation and progression in artistry in this hobby. And this is just from 2018. It's not necessarily a 2008. We are moving in innovation and forward, within this collecting hobby, leaps and bounds, and seemingly by seconds and minutes. Okay? You see this on this list. You also got some of these other figures there. You see this Batman right now rounding off the top 10. There's a lot of buzz on that one. And you can see the, number 11 through 20 on this list, and all of those figures going strong. And these figures right now, from what I'm seeing in the trends, are the ones that are most sought after at this moment. But you have to wonder, in a year from now, perhaps maybe even 18 months, are these figures that are in the top 10, like this Joker, like this Jack Sparrow, like this Wonder Woman, like this Gandalf, like Crosshair, like this Joker, like this the Batman, like this Anakin, like this Bane, like that Batman, are they still going to be as sought after as they are now? And I say, depends on what figure we're looking at there, baby. Okay? I could tell you the ones that are limited, and many of these in the top 10, even if they decide to come out with different variations of this Joker, the one thing that it has going for it again is it will always be limited to the 4,000 pieces. This will always be limited to 4,000 pieces. She will always be limited to 1,500 pieces, and it's a WB 100 anniversary edition, and all of these are exclusives. So the next ones are going to be slightly different, although they will use the tooling. InArt's not going to do this Gandalf anytime soon. Okay, but I would love to get a Gandalf the White, and hopefully we could get that. But yeah, I say yes on the ones that I've just mentioned, because they're still going to be limited and highly desired. They just are. Very, very highly desired. Okay, now, let's go ahead right here and let's talk about, on the left, is Kit Fisto already on the wait list? And I say yes. Can you believe that, baby? Kit Fisto has hit the wait list. I feel like it came in the midst of 300 million releases last year. Of course, that's an exaggeration, but that's how it felt. And we waited how long? This is in the crypt. Hot Toys is never going to do it. Please, Hot Toys, give us Kit Fisto. When are you going to do it? They did it. It came. It went. He's gone. Kit Fisto is on the Mick wait list. And is it possible that this is now an ancient action figure? And I say yes. Ancient action figure indeed. And listen, some of our ancient ancestors are coming back for this Kit Fisto. Or maybe they came back already. Because let me tell you something, baby. It is on the wait list. And this isn't even supposed to come out until June or September. I mean, isn't that unbelievable? So you do have to wonder, is it possible that we don't have Forever and a Day on Plo Koon? And I say, you bet your arse we don't. A lot have been waiting for Plo Koon, a Hot Toys Kit Fisto and a Hot Toys Plo Koon. And look, I don't know how long this will be up. And I don't think that they're making very, very many of this figure at all. It is a Jedi. Honestly, there's Grogu. He just popped up. 10% off Grogu. We're due for another Grogu. Maybe they'll come out with another Plo Koon. Plo Koon and Grogu. How many of these things do you think they actually made? I could tell you that this was very, very low. When you sorted out best-selling wise, it never went too high. Even though it was highly, highly sought after. It was there. It was like, whoa, for 2 days, 48 hours, whoa. And then 50 other figures came out that week, and this thing went way down on the list, and everyone's like, okay, great, that's Plo Koon, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, the Hot Toys this and the It Art that. And Plo Koon just went somewhere. And now Plo Koon is somewhere else and gone. He's on a spaceship. He's in a wormhole. He's in a different dimension. The 13th skull has got him. Kit Fisto is gone. Has hit the wait list. Honestly, is this more? Let's pull this up onto the screen. Kit Fisto. We're looking at it, and I'm pulling this up on purpose. Black Widow. Let's pull up the Black Widow. Black Widow. Let's pull up Black Widow Artisan. Since we're talking about so many artisans. Okay? Let's pull her up. And you have to ask yourself, with 4,000 of the special edition and 2,000 of the collector edition, giving us 6,000 Black Widows, is it possible that Kit Fisto is less than 6,000? And I say yes. So the question is why? Why won't they just tell you it's not limited to it's limited at 6,000 or less? Because why won't they tell you that? Pause. Chew on that for a minute. Cheers, baby. And I don't think they need to. But I'm not saying that they won't start doing that with just about every release in the future. Because it does give a certain sense of urgency to buy the figures. And a figure like Kit Fisto, I'm fairly certain there's not more than 6,000 of those that were sold at this point in this economy. I don't see it. But I think if they would have limited it to a specific amount, it would have waitlisted a lot sooner. Why? It would have created a lot of buzz. Okay? And for some of these figures that, they want to be able to move, or they want to move a lot quicker, is it possible that they may just start moving to these, limited editions on everything? And I say we'll see. Because I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. Look, it didn't work on figures where they had to make sure that they made it limited to try and get a quick sell out of it. And some of it didn't work. And some of it didn't work. And with figures I'm talking about is the video game Batman and Purple. Let's see if I can pull these out. Here you go. Okay, let's see. Limit 1 per person. Limited edition 2000. And this is still... Didn't this come out like the same time as Kit Fisto? Maybe I'm... I don't think Kit Fisto was that long ago. I think this was a little later, but not by a whole lot. There were so many darn figures last year. This is still in stock. It's limited to 2,000. You see it right there on the mixed screen. Let me bring it down a little bit. There you go. Wow. Still there. Here's a companion piece. That one was limited 1 per person. This one isn't. Exclusive. Limited edition. 2,000. Not gone yet. Not gone. Not gone. Did they have a limited number that they knew they were going to do on Kit Fisto? I say yes. Is it on the wait list? I say yes. You're seeing it right here. So you have to wonder, what's the amount and how long do we have? Is the clock ticking on Jedi Plo Koon? And is the clock ticking on this Batman? Because just about every other Batman, almost, they come on and they go off. Okay? They go on and they go off. And this is coveted for a whole lot of people. This beauty right here. And how long do we got? How long do we got on this? It's not like we're not going to get another version of that, though. You know, we'll have different, versions of this, I'm sure. But this particular version, how long do we got? And so many of these figures go on and go off, to be quite honest with you. I mean, they just do. They go on and they go off. Like that 2.0 Darth Maul that you see right here. It's already on the wait list, whether you want the speeder bike or not. The 2.0, the DX16, DX17, although they're not calling it a DX. Okay? It's waitlist open. Batman 2.0 deluxe version. Waitlisted. How long before Plo Koon is waitlisted? And this Batman deluxe version I just had up is waitlisted. Darth Sidious. That Clone Wars one is waitlisted. The Revenge of the Sith one is waitlisted. How long before the Grievous here is waitlisted? And we got rid of Maul so darn quickly. How fast are we going to get rid of Savage Opress, who's also on this list? And look, again, more and more announcements. How long before I even say that? Okay, Han Solo, okay? How long before this is gone? But listen, what have I been saying? More and more announcements are going to be coming from Hot Toys, but less production of those announcements, with more 2.0s, okay? And different variations of the same figure, and more retooling. And now I'm going to add to this, and now 3.0s. That's what you saw and witnessed all of last year, with the most offerings we have ever received from Hot Toys as a company, announcement-wise, and the most exclusives we have ever got. It was absolutely bonkers. And is it possible that in 2025 they are going to surpass that mark from 2024? And I say yes. You bet your arse they're going to. As so many collectors, and a lot of the same collectors, mind you, just ate up all of these exclusives and all this stuff in the queue system. And I don't think they are going to, in any way, shape, or form, do the queue and have limited production numbers published for every figure. Why? Well, because some of them, it's not even going to work. Okay? And some of them, I believe, you saw this with the alternate, longer-haired version, alternate Flash from the Flash movie last year, where they suddenly just removed that and that one exclusive Iron Man because there weren't getting enough interest on those figures to justify the volume. And I believe when some of these figures come out and they're not coming out with enough pre-orders, they're just going to cancel them. And if they make them exclusive and they open up a queue, it's not going to be necessarily the right thing to do to cancel them. Case in point. So when you look here on the screen, and let's just put these on, because I'm telling you right now, they're not sold out, and they're limited to 2,000 pieces each. And I'm talking about these. Okay. And I'll be honest with you. If these were not in the queue, and some people weren't waiting online, and they didn't call this a limited edition, where they're already called to pull this out, is it possible that they would have removed this, like that one Iron Man concept one that they just stopped production on, and stopped this just like they did with that one alternate Flash? And I say yes. So I don't think we're going to move to a model where everything is going to be like this. Because this didn't work out for Hot Toys. Not yet. Not yet. Okay? And this one didn't work out either. And this one isn't even limited to one per person. And is it possible that they would have probably canceled this if it wasn't limited edition? And I say yes on this one too. So, are they learning from this in some regard? Yes. Are we going to get more exclusives than we ever got before this year? Yes. What's the problem with these two figures? These are kind of, I don't mind a kit bash. But this is just, this is obsolete. Okay? These figures are obsolete. This is obsolete. Okay? And the reason it is because the innovation of what we're coming out with today from Hot Toys and InArt is just superior to what you're seeing here at this point. This doesn't even look right if you put this next to the InArt Aragorn, or the InArt Superman, or the InArt Gandalf, or the Artisan Joker, or the Artisan Jack Sparrow, or the Artisan Wonder Woman. Doesn't look right. Okay. If you're gonna do a kit bash like this, see if I can pull up that Artisan Joker. Sure, because you're using a next level head sculpt and arguably the greatest head sculpt of all time. So yeah, that's gonna work. That's from 2024, baby. That's gonna work. You're using a new head sculpt. Let's put in Obi-Wan here. Hot Toys. If you're going to do it with this one, see if it comes up for me. Okay? If you're going to do it with this kit bash, that's okay. That's going to work. And you're going to see a lot of that. But it's no longer going to work with the with this. So I don't think you're going to see it on every figure. I really, really don't. Very, very interesting stuff indeed. Pause. You're watching the market show. Don't forget to smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this is the first time you're watching. I do appreciate your support, baby. Simply delicious. And if you like what you're watching here, you're really going to like what I'm coming out with on the next market show. Collection optimization. How to collect and pay for these. Is it time to flip? And is it time to sell? And you're not going to want to miss. You're not going to want to miss this special episode of the market show later this week. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you get your bell. Click the bell notification so you can be notified when this comes out. I'll be coming out with this special episode here because it is a problem for many collectors, and I get comments left and right. How are we going to be getting all of these figures with the price that they demand? And should you flip to get these? And let me tell you, boy, it is a loaded question. And you're not going to want to miss this episode of the market show where I really dive into collection optimization. But I could tell you, I did some math on, my collection going back to this market show's banner right here. And really, by the end of this year, I'm going to have 10 figures, okay, that are probably going to be worth around $10,000 with just 10 figures. And we're going to get into that within this special episode of the market show. And there is a different level of confidence with some of these figures you're seeing on this banner than what I had with other figures in the past. And you're not going to want to miss this. You're going to want to tune into this. Always happy to grant insight into the hobby. And then, yes, if you really enjoy what you're watching, this is completed. This took a while to put out there. If you saw my Jack Sparrow Artisan review, baby, that I put out publicly, and if you're a channel member, then you also saw my Artisan Joker review, which I so enjoy doing these. I put a lot into them. And this one is completely done. And I get to upload it for all channel members who are 6 scale Cantina exclusive. Ancient action figure theorists. And if you want to join the channel, you're not going to want to miss this. This is absolutely special. And I have some real thoughts on this DX26 Obi-Wan Kenobi. An in-hand unboxing. The review is a treat. All you have to do is believe. And just go ahead, hit the little join button in my YouTube channel. See everything that it comes with. If you want to support me, you sure as heck can, and I appreciate it. This one's going to be up, okay, in just a day, because it is done and cut. But you can also go to 6scalecantina.com, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a little, menu item here, support SSC, which is 6 Scale Cantina. And you can support the channel right here, too. The best way to support me, if you'd like to, with all the data that I gather and information that I try to, uncover for us all here, the best that I can, and with all the exclusive intros and different special things I've done, it's just $3.99 a month, baby. And that is the best way to do so. Just go ahead and join the channel. And I do appreciate your support. You can do it right on the channel, or you can do it right here at 6scalecantina.com. And here you go. Here's Times Square, baby. Yeah, go ahead and poll people here. See if see how many of them think those Artisan or in-art figures are actually toys. If you just show them a promotional photo and they don't know what it is, they don't have toy in their head, movie in their head, show on their head, or anything in their head. It would be very, very interesting, wouldn't it be? Okay, we're already at the market power rankings. Let's go to the crystal ball power rankings. And look, go in here and vote. You have the opportunity to vote. We're going to go all through February to kind of get this up ranked. Right here is everything from January in the order. Let's see what we think the power rankings are in February. Just go to 6scalecantina.com. Everything's starting fresh. Let's move these lists around. And if you voted before, vote again. You don't have to change your opinion unless you have changed your opinion. But vote again. And let's move this list. And how you can vote, what you're voting on here is what you feel Hot Toys is going to do next. And not necessarily, although you can do whatever you want, what you want to come out with next. If you want something to come out next, you have an opportunity to do that as well, and I'll show you that, how you participate in that, for sure. So you certainly get to do that if none of these 40 is your top one that you think are going to come out. But out of these top 40 and the ones that come on, which one do you feel is the one that Hot Toys is going to move? By far, it is the Anakin, up at number 1. But you could cast your vote. And let's get February's power rankings done. Just go right here. You can see you can cast your vote. Hit vote. And let's get this going. Each and every one of you, appreciate it. It's a lot of fun to do so. Do you think Baze Malbus is the next in Artisan and Sculpted? Is the next one Hot Toys is going to do out of all these voted? Okay? If you think that, Ra's al Ghul is the next one Artisan and Sculpted they're going to do, vote it. And if you think it's Darkside Anakin, as many of you do, vote it. And if the figure you have is not on here, you could go to the left side here. And you could put in your name and your email and your prediction and your most wanted 6-scale figure. And if it makes sense, and it's not Bob the Tomato from VeggieTales or something like that, which I won't put on this list, I'll put it on the list if it makes sense. So go ahead and send it. Again, this is a lot of fun. A lot of you participate in the Crystal Ball Power Rankings right here at 6 Scale Cantina. But, looking at these again, there is an absolute ton. Dark Side Anakin, number 1. As an artisan version, that's what we're voting on there. A 2.0. How long is it going to be before Hot Toys does a 2.0? DX, Jack Nicholson Joker. Hera. We got Loki. Is she coming before Thor? Dark Side Ray. A lot of you think this is coming before the regular Ray. Very interesting. I think we're going to get them both relatively close. And a lot of them, actually, when they redo this. So this one, I believe, is coming. It's quite... They actually teased this one, and some of us don't think it's the first one that they're coming out with. I believe they're going to do this like the Jack Sparrow. Okay? I think you're going to get one that's completely sculpted. I think you're going to get one that's partially sculpted, which can be what we're looking at here, the front, and then the back is rooted. And I think we're going to get one where it's all rooted. The Jack Sparrow has kind of the same type of thing with the Artisan, the Deluxe, and the Collector. And I think they're going to do that with this Leia. Yes. They're coming out with Gamora. Just about all the Endgame ones in Infinity War, they're going to come out with. For sure. That's a no-brainer. This is getting a lot of votes. Again, we got Oscar Isaac for Moon Knight. They're not just going to sit on that R&D. I'm sure they already talked to Oscar, talked to Disney, and sure, make a Poe Dameron. Gosh, they got a lot of the tooling from the Snowspeeder pilot suit with the Luke Skywalker. Okay? Which is on this banner right here. This Luke Skywalker. And look, they can use, this is around the same time period. They can literally use that head sculpt with the Dark Empire Luke and put the Snowspeeder pilot suit on there, tweak the hair just slightly, and you got a Snowspeeder pilot Luke. They would be insane not to do this. Because again, they have done this type of thing before. Okay? With the Joker. With the Artisan Joker that, we just had up on the screen. I mean, let's just look at it. Okay? Pulling that back up. Well, this is Batman. But again, pulling up the Artisan Joker to kind of make my point as we're looking at this here. I mean, why wouldn't they do that with the Luke, with the Dark Empire Luke? And that one's coming out here this year and quickly. So, really. And I love this Batman imposter version of the Heath Ledger Joker. It's great. But seriously, you're going to give me a Dark Empire Luke, and I think maybe a little bit more relevant than this Batman imposter Joker. Would be great to have that Luke. I mean, I'd rather have that all day long. And I really think they're going to do it. And I'm sure as crap convinced they're going to do this. This makes complete sense for Hot Toys. The 20th anniversary of the Phantom Menace was last year. So I think they're definitely doing this year. And they could give you a third version. They could give you Jedi Luke. We're due for a Jedi Luke. With rolling eyes function and Artisan. Aquaman, any minute. Iron Man, any minute. Artisan. Luke, Grogu. They're going to do that one too. Christian Bale, Batman, Artisan, any minute. Kylo Ren, Artisan, any minute. Christopher Reeve Superman. Now, here's the beautiful thing. They're 2.0ing everything. You're seeing that with, the Batmans and Darth Maul and the Terminators and this and that. Are they going to do it with Christopher Reeve? You know that InArt's working on a Christopher Reeve. We're both going to have a couple of Christopher Reeves to choose from. And I think we're going to be getting one from Hot Toys. And is it possible that it's going to be an artisan version, or there's going to be one available as an artisan version? Can you imagine something like this? And I say, let's spill the coffee, baby. We know that's coming. Is it coming before Hera? Lego my ego. Lego's got this out. This is coming. This makes sense for Hot Toys too. It is the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. So is it possible we get an artisan Obi-Wan from Attack of the Clones? And I say, yes. We're just talking about this. This is one of the most epic figures of my collection. They give it to me like this, I just spill all the coffee and I swim in it. So here's how bad I want this. Here's how bad I want this figure. If I had a choice that they could come out with an artisan version of this Luke this year, okay, that would look just like this. Okay, that would look just like this with the roller guys function. Artisan looks like that. But I couldn't get any other figure, or they wouldn't release any other figure this year. Would I be okay with it? Would I swap it for that? And I say, you bet your arse I would. That's how bad I want this. To get one that looks like this. 13th Skull. Call me. Call me, baby. Call me. Is it possible? Why won't you call me? Wait a minute. Looks like I'm getting a call. Is it the 13th Skull? I'm trying to pick it up over here. Let's pick it up and find out. Hello? Wizard! The Hot Toys Wizard! What's going on? He's still there? You like to change your ringtones midstream? Okay. Up. Wizard, it's been like, how come you won't come on? Be one of the panelists with Ancient Action Figures Season 1, Season 2? Really? You're thinking you're going to make an appearance on Ancient Action Figures Season 2, and you're saying that you say yes to this snowspeeder pilot Luke. But listen, does it look like, what do you mean pick this coffee up? Where did this come from? I didn't even have coffee the whole up. You're the Skull. You just said you're the Wizard. Wait, Wizard, Skull. Hey. Someone find the Hot Toys Wizard. Because maybe that was the Hot Toys Wizard. Maybe that's I don't know. But listen, this would be it. I would take just this. I would take just this. I need this too. So do you. Oh, I need that too. The realism. The realism, baby. Oh, God. Love her too. Can we please get this? Can we please get this? Howard, JC, can we please get this? Come on. So many collectors have Bane and Batman and Joker in their freaking collection. They're not going to go hard pass, especially if it looks like this. You sell so many of these. A lot more than that freaking, come on. Give us this. Give us this, please. It's way better than this. Trust me. Trust me, Howard. Way better. Skip stuff like this and give me more stuff like this. I almost fainted looking at this. Okay. The sideshow one is still good. Can we get this Artisan? My God. Yeah, we already got Wolf. Arr! Okay, it's a horrible howl. Yes, Ventress. Yeah, I'd be all over this. There's no every one of these Avengers, and characters from Endgame, Infinity War, I would get, and there's 1,000 artists in this. Don't even ask me. Of course I'm getting that. They just got to fix that hair. I'm sure they will. They listen very carefully, Hot Toys. Yeah. I mean, so many versions of Luke. Believe me, they're going to 3.0 this fast. Yeah. Leia, Boosh disguise. Leia, every disguise. Oh, Bale. Oh, Gina. Yeah, craving. I'm craving it. I am craving some Wick, too. Made for Artisan. Made for it. General Veers. Yeah, why not? Made for Artisan. Brandon, come on. They should redo Bruce, too. DX04. Come on, Hot Toys. Yeah, they're going to give you the Han and the Luke. Can you imagine that looking like this? Then give me a farm boy? Give me a farm boy, Luke. Yeah, I mean, if they're going to do him, just do it this way. Do it right. I really believe they're going to do this. We got the in-art one, but I just think Hot Toys is going to do an Artisan one. I do. There it is, baby. There it is. Your power rankings. Come vote. Come vote. Listen. I don't always drink spotchka and find magic coffee. But when I do, baby, I do it right here at the 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.